This is Miss Margaret with Preschool Storytime from the Chattanooga Public Library. We're talking about winter and snow and snowmen. Maybe we'll get some snow this winter. I hope so. The first book I'm going to read is Sneezy, the Snowman by Maureen Wright. Oh, look at him. He's blowing his nose. What do you think about that? And let's see who. Marshall Cavendish Children's Books. Sneezy. Sneezy the Snowman shivered. Brrr! It's cold out here, that's for sure. I need a drink to warm me up. So he drank cocoa from a cup. He said with a smile, I like this a lot. And then right there, believe it or not, he melted from drinking something too hot. The children cried out, what should we do? A voice from the puddle said, make me brand new. He melted. They rebuilt Sneezy as snowflakes flew. A cold winter wind swirled and blew. The snowman sneezed a gigantic achoo! I'm sneezing and freezing and shivering too. A little girl said, then let's share. There's something you can wear. I have something you can wear. Here's my hat to put on your head. You look awesome, the children said. The snowman blinked his coal black eyes. The stocking cap was a nice surprise. But Sneezy the Snowman shivered. Brrr! It's cold out here, that's for sure. I am freezing every minute. I'll find a hot tub and sit right in it. It's not a good idea. He found one and smiled. I like this a lot. And then right there, believe it or not, he melted from sitting in the water too hot. The children cried out, oh, what should we do? A voice from the hot tub said, make me brand new. They rebuilt Sneezy as snowflakes flew. A cold winter wind swirled and blew. The snowman sneezed a giant, achoo! I'm freezing and sneezing and shivering too. A little boy said, then let's share. I have something you can wear. Here's my scarf that's red and blue. I think it will look great on you. The snowman blinked his coal black eyes. The colorful scarf was a nice surprise. It went very well with the long pink hat. The children all said, how about that? But Sneezy the Snowman shivered. Brrr, it's cold out here, that's for sure. I need to feel some warmth on me. There's a campfire by that tree. He said with a smile, I like this a lot. And then right there, believe it or not, he melted from standing beside something hot. The children cried out, what should we do? A voice from the puddle said, what? Make me brand new. They rebuilt Sneezy as snowflakes flew. A cold winter wind swirled and blew. The snowman sneezed a gigantic achoo. I'm sneezing and freezing and shivering too. A little girl said, then let's share. I have something you can wear. There's my coat, the perfect fit. I know you'll look good in it. The snowman blinked his coal black eyes. The bright orange coat was a nice surprise. It went very well with the scarf and hat. The children all said, how about that? Oh, she's cold. She's shivering. But Sneezy said, woo, I'm way too hot. I'll take off all the new clothes I've got. The children yelled, no, that's not the way. Listen to what we have to say. Buy something cold at the ice cream store. Have 2 scoops, or 3, or 4. Sneezy ate ice cream cones 7 scoops high. This is great, the snowman cried. I'm not too cold and I'm not too hot, and I'm wearing clothes I like a lot. Then after eating every bite, at last he said, I feel just right. Ooh, that's a funny book, isn't it? Okay, this one is The Luckiest Snowball. It's a new book this year by Elliot Kreloff. Have you ever rolled a snowball in the snow? Maybe you threw it, or maybe you used it to make a snowman. It's always fun. And the book's put out by Holiday House. Oh, this little boy's name is Izzy. It's winter. Everything is covered in a blanket of snow. Izzy likes the snow. It's soft, it's cold. You can pick it up, pack it, and throw it. But somebody says, wait, stop. Are you talking to me? Izzy asked. Yes, says the snowball. If you throw me, blam, it's the end of me. I'm sorry, says Izzy. Let's do something else, says the snowball. Let's make a snow angel. Izzy likes making a snow angel. I bet you've made one too. Let's build a snow fort, says the snowball. Izzy likes making a snow fort. And he likes making a snowman too. At the end of the day, Izzy said, I have an idea. I'm going to take you home. What's home, said the snowball. Izzy introduces the snowball to Mommy. I'm calling him Larry. Pleased to meet you, Larry, Mommy says. But after a few minutes, help, I'm melting. I see where he's kind of melting. Right? He's melting. Izzy rescues Larry just in time. You'll be safe here, Izzy says. Don't worry, I'll visit you soon. Where did he put him? In the freezer. Right. Larry made friends with sherbet, frozen peas, and 12 ice cubes. They were all very nice. The peas are especially sweet. A long time passes, and the peas and the green beans and hamburgers come and go. Every time the ice cubes leave, their tray comes back filled with water. Everyone is nice, but Larry misses Izzy. Izzy comes at last. It's spring, says Izzy. Larry has never seen so many colors. Blue, green, red, orange, yellow, purple, and more. He feels so lucky to have seen spring until, help, I'm melting. Izzy comes to the rescue again. Larry is safe in the freezer where he tells all his friends about spring. I think I remember spring, says the asparagus. I was just a seedling then. Soon the asparagus leaves and some nice frozen yogurt pops come to stay, but not for long. Larry misses Izzy very much. Then one day Izzy comes back. It's summer, he says. He puts Larry in a blue box that's almost as cold as the freezer. Izzy covers the box and takes Larry for a long ride. Izzy opens the box and Larry is nearly blinded by the bright yellow sun. He is surrounded by sea, sand, and shells, seagulls, and creatures with shells. Larry feels so lucky to have seen summer until, you know what's going to happen. Help, I'm melting! Inside the blue box, it's not nearly as cold as it was before. The ice cubes in the plastic bag are gone. Instead, the bag is filled with water. Larry makes it back to the freezer just in time. Once Larry recovers, he tells his freezer friends about summer. We remember summer, says the frozen blueberries. That's when we got picked. The ice cubes and the frozen yogurt pops come and go all summer long. Larry waits and waits. He misses Izzy. When Izzy finally comes, he shouts, "Welcome to fall!" Temperature is much cooler than in summer. The leaves on the trees are orange, red, yellow, and brown, and one of the trees has apples. Izzy and Larry jump into a big pile of leaves, and Izzy's dog, Frankie, jumps in too. Larry feels so lucky to have seen fall until, help, I'm melting! Larry's back in the freezer, and now it's crowded with a pie, dinner rolls, frozen green beans, and a giant turkey. One day, everything is gone. By the end of the day, the freezer fills up with plastic containers full of food. Izzy's mommy calls them leftovers. Larry waits a long, long time. Where is Izzy? It's winter again, Izzy shouts. Izzy and Larry play and play. Larry is happy to be back with his snowy friends. Hello, snowflakes, he shouts. At the end of the day, Izzy says, it's time for us to go home. Winter is my home, says Larry. I'll miss you, says Izzy. Thanks for being such a good friend. Wow, I got to see all the seasons, and I made a friend, says Larry. I really am the luckiest snowball. I like that book. Except when he was melting, I didn't like that part. This is that Froggy. Froggy Builds a Snowman by Jonathan London. Oh, that Froggy. He's a mess, isn't he? Let's see who put this book out. Is it Froggy? No, it's Viking. Are you ready? It was cold, and Froggy woke up and looked out the window. It's snowing, said Froggy, and today is the winter games. Froggy, called his mother, and Froggy said, what? It's time to get dressed, dear. This year you're not sleeping through the winter games. Yay, said Froggy, and he imagined the snowman he would make, Super Frog, with a cape hanging from his neck. Then he hopped out of bed and got dressed, and he even remembered to put on his long underwear. Zap, 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 and flopped to the kitchen for breakfast. Flop, flop, flop. But Froggy, said Dad, why are you wearing your coat and cap and mittens and scarf? So I don't miss the bus, said Froggy, and he ate his bowl of cereal and flies, munch, munch, crunch. Then he jumped up and flopped to the school bus. Flop, flop, flop. Have fun, said his mom and dad. School, where the winter carnival was, Froggy was first off the bus. Flop, flop. And he was the first to make a snow angel. Swish, swish, swish. And he started to build a snowman. And the principal said, Froggy. And Froggy said, what? First, we're ice skating. Yippee! Everybody yelled and raced to put on their ice skates. But Froggy didn't know how to ice skate. He skated like a seasick chicken. Flap, flap, flap. Oops, cried Froggy, falling, and Max and Frogolina fell over him. Splat, splat, splat. Now I'm building a snowman, said Froggy, sitting up. No, said the principal. Now we're sledding. Yippee! Everybody yelled, and Froggy and his friends raced up the slope with their sleds. But Froggy didn't know how to sled. He zoomed down and smacked into Max. Oops! Splat! And then they rolled out of their sleds into the snow, laughing like crazy. Now, said Froggy, jumping up, I'm making a snowman. No, said the principal. Now we're making a snow fort. Yippee! Everybody yelled, and Froggy and his friends pushed and pulled and packed snow into a big snow fort. It's kind of like an igloo. Cool, said Froggy. Now let's have a snowball fight. Froggy, called the principal. What? Now, said the principal, it's time to build a snowman. Yippee, yelled Froggy, and all his friends yelled with him, and they rolled snow into big balls, zoom, 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 and everyone built a snowman. Max built a snowman that looked like a beaver chewing on a carrot. Matthew built a snowman that looked like a turtle wearing a ski cap. And Travis built a snowman that looked like a bear with mittens instead of claws. And Frogolina built a snowman that looked like Froggy looking goofy. Now, nice, said Mr. Mugwort, the principal, looking at all the snowmen. Now let's see what Froggy made. Well, Froggy had planned to build a super frog, remember? But oh no, he'd forgotten to bring his superhero cape. So Froggy built a snowman that looked like a dinosaur with carrot teeth. Roar, went Froggy, and everybody roared with him. Roar! I think that's great. Snowball fight, yelled Froggy. And Froggy made a snowball and threw it at Mr. Mugwort. Splat! It smacked him in the chest. Oops, said Froggy, looking more red in the face than green. Mr. Mugwort wiped snow off his coat and glared at him. Then he made a snowball and yelled, "Let the snowballs fly!" Yippee! Everybody yelled, and some ran to the snow fort, some hid behind trees, and the snowballs did fly. Thwack, thwack, thwack! That was my best winter carnival ever, said Froggy. That was your only winter for a carnival ever, said Max, and everybody laughed. Even Froggy's snowman. It roared with laughter. Ha, 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 ha. The end. Let's see how many snowflakes we have for our 5 little snowflakes flannel board. Let's see if we have 5. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sure. 5 little snowflakes falling to the floor. 1 melts away, and now there are 4. 4 little snowflakes playing with me. 1 melts away. Woohoo! And now there are 1, 2, 3. 3 little snowflakes playing with you. 1 melts away. I'm melting. And then there are 2. 2 little snowflakes playing in the sun. 1 melts away. The sun will do it to you. And then there are just 1. 1 little snowflake, when the day is done, just melts away. And then there are none. Ooh, look at these snowmen riding on a sled. There should be 5. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Are you ready? This is like 5 little monkeys jumping on the bed, but it's a little bit different. 5 little snowmen riding on the sled. 1 fell off and bumped his head. I called Frosty and Frosty said, "No more snowmen riding on the sled." 4 little snowmen riding on the sled. 1 fell off and bumped his head. I called Frosty and Frosty said, "No more snowmen riding on the sled." 3 little snowmen riding on the sled. 1 fell off and bumped his head. I called Frosty and Frosty said, "No more snowmen sliding on the sled." 2 little snowmen sliding on the sled. 1 fell off and bumped his head. Ow! I called Frosty and Frosty said, "No more snowmen sliding on the sled." 1 little snowman on the back of the sled. He fell off the back and bumped his head. I called Frosty and Frosty said, "The snowmen aren't hurt. They're made of snow. Come on, everybody. Let's go." Bye, everybody. Have a great week.